Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about PDF files and how you can actually create your own PDF file using your own data. So this is let me show you, and at the end of the video I'll show you actually two more things. One is a bonus thing, and the other one is a user asked, Ali actually asked, can we change the code so we can allow multiple uploads, multiple data formats of data types of upload. So yeah, stay tuned for the end of this video so you can learn more about it. But today we will talk about PDFs. So let me show you what we're going to do. So if I click PDF and if I click this button over here, I will be able to create my own PDF. And this PDF will be displayed like that. So it's ready to print and it's ready to download as well. If you're using a mobile phone, it will display, it will ask you to actually open this app inside your PDF viewer, wherever it's a DOF or something else. And then the user will be able to save it or just display it or print it. And then this is a very simple PDF, but let me show you what is the code behind this. So this is my code. If I go to the bottom of it, this is a custom action. And if I go to PDF invoice download, is the name of the custom action. You can see it over here. And then we have the title and the body, which are coming as an arguments. And the two packages that we need, the one is PDF and the other is printing. So if I go over here, this is the PDF one, and you can copy it from here. And this is the printing one, which you can copy from here. So those are the two packages that we need, and you can add them over here. And after you add them, don't forget to click this button in order to refresh the pub/spec dependency. And then here on the first line, we have the no safety check. So first import those, of course, and then name your custom action. We don't need any return, so this will not return anything. This custom action will not return anything. We don't need exclude from compilation this time, and we don't need to include the build context. And then first thing first, we need to make sure that if we have a no safety, if we have a no values, we should get a default value, which in my case will be an empty string. So if this is no, get an empty string. And then after that, we're getting the PAW, which is the PDF widget, and this is the document. So we're creating a PDF document with this line. And then here we're taking the PDF and we're adding one page. So we can add multiple pages. So if we want to add another page, we can just say pw dot and then add sorry, it's PDF, of course. So PDF dot add page, then we can have multiple pages. So just stick with this. If you want to add multiple pages, just stick with this. So when you add PDF dot add page, then here you're adding the actual page. So it's pw dot page. And what we have inside the page, the first thing inside the page is the page format. Usually PDF page format that A4 is the standard format, is the standard printing format of a page. This is A4. And then we have the build. So this build is like when you have a normal build inside your, for example, your widget. So if I go to some other widget, you can have that. You can say that we have the build widget, and then we have the build, and then we have the return. So it's the same thing over here. So when you go over here and you have build, and then we have the PW context, and this is the context, and we have the return. And here we can actually structure our PDF, how we are structuring our code inside FlutterFlow. So for example, if I want to have, let's say that here I want to have a colon, and inside this colon I want to have a row, for example, and in this row, for example, I want to have a text. And then if I go to view code, I can actually view the code what I just created. So I can click over here, and I can see that I have a colon, and inside this colon I have a row, and inside this row I have a text. So you can actually do the same thing over here with the PDF, and you can structure your PDF however you want to. So in this case over here, we have a colon, as you can see. The only difference is that you have PW and then dot colon. And then we have children, and inside this children, so here you can imagine that here it says that inside this colon, put wherever you want to have inside this colon. And then here we have PW text, so we have the text. This is a no safety check. Again, I think we don't need it. I'm pretty sure we don't need it, but maybe we need it because this is inside the return, so probably we need it. And then because I think I got an error if I remove this one. So we have the style also. We can style the text, and there are a lot of things that we can style with the text. We have the for example, we have the color, so we can have different colors. We have a font size, of course. We have a different font size here, and right now it's not auto-completing for some reason. But you can, if you click over here after the comma and click Control Space, you can actually should be able to see all the parameters that you can change, except from you already have the color and the font size. There are more, but for some reason it's not loading right now. And then we can use a divider. This is also a text. We can have a size box, and we can have the height of the size box. In this case, it's 10. We can have a row as well, so we can stack those. We can have a colon, so in this case, we have a colon inside a row. And the row we're saying what are the alignment parameters. So for cross-axis alignment, it is start, and for children, this colon has children, and the children's are again size box with a width of 10 and a text of body. And then we continue with a container. We have a container, we have box decoration, and this is a box. This is the container and what's inside this container. And we have a border radius. We can have a border radius, and we can have a radius as well. And the padding of this container, we can have the padding on the left side, on the top side, on the top, on the bottom, on the right. And the alignment, of course, in this case is center left, height of the container, and then we have children. What are the children of this container? We have the default text style, and the style will be, the font of the style will be 12. And then we have, sorry, this is a child, of course, not children, this is a single child. And then we have a child inside this child, which will be a grid view. So this grid view is normally used when you have invoices and you want to have like a table structure. So this is cross-axis counts 2, and then the children, and then we have here we have a simple text inside it. And the last thing is that we have another container with a height and width of 100, and then we have the hello world with a font size of 35. And the final thing is that we're actually printing this PDF. So we have printing that layout PDF, and we have on layout PDF page format, and then we have the async PDF that save. So so the question is that what we have for PW. So if you want to add something new, so let's say I hope this will auto-complete it right now, because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. I don't know why, but right now it's not working for whatever reason. Okay, now I think I managed it to work. I don't know why sometimes it's not working, sometimes it's working. But the whole idea is that when you write pw dot, and then you can actually see all the elements that you can use. So you can use alignment, for example. You can use barcode widget as well. You can use center, so you can center things. You can use circle, checkbox, and data set. You can see all the elements. There are a lot of elements actually that you can use. You can use the icon, image, grid, view. As you can see it over here, we're already using that. And yeah, you can see there are a lot of parameters you can use. So PDF logo as well, paragraph, and what else? Like rectangle, shape, row, we're using that, stack, table, text, theme, watermark. So I think everything that you can actually imagine you can use here. The only thing that is left is, I think, your imaginary. So I think you can do everything that you can think of, and you can build your own PDF file. Because I'm not showing an exact PDF file, because there are a lot of different varieties of PDF files, and of course I cannot cover all of them. But if you know how to structure your PDF file, at the end of the day, you should be able to do everything on your own. It's not that difficult. You just have to build like a Lego box, like a Lego blocks. And yeah, as I said, so yeah, this is the final product. And if you click this button, it will actually generate your PDF. And then the code will be available in the description. And the other two things that I wanted to show you. So the first thing is actually the video from the last video that I did. It was uploading any file type. So uploading any file type, you can actually we can actually test this right now. The first things first that you need to do is that you need to actually log in. So if you don't log in, you were not able to upload any file to Firebase. So before that, you need to log in. So let me log in with my demo account. And then when I'm done, I should be able to go to upload file. And when I click to upload file, so right now, because I restricted only members to be able to upload files using 3 types of files, and the one is PDF, and the other is TXT, and the other is zip file. So if I go to Dropbox right now, and because I'm on Linux, I will actually create those files myself. So it would be, for example, demo that txt, as you can see it just appear, and then I can have a zip file, and then I can have a PDF file as well, and I can have an AI file or MP4 file or MP3 file. Oh, this is the last one. I made a mistake, but it should be, no, this will be MP4 and MP3 as well. Okay, I can delete this one. And now we have like in total of 4, 5, 6 files. And then when I click this button to upload a file, I should be able to see only the PDF, the TXT, and the zip file. The other files, I should not be able to see them because I'm not able to upload them. So if I click this button, you can then go to Dropbox. You can see that I have only demo PDF, demo zip, and demo TXT file. And how I did that, when I go back to coding, this is the code that I used. So upload any file, and this in my case will be a list of strings, and the list of strings will be the data type of the files. Before that, I had like only one file, but right now I'm using a list of strings of files. And if I click over here to see the actual button, when I go to the actual button, and this is the list of strings. Because you cannot specify them directly, for some reason FlutterFlow it's not allowing you to do this. And then you have to go from variable. And the easier thing that you can do is actually take them, create a new local state, add local state variable, and then just write argument file types, list of strings. There should be a list of strings. Persistent needs to be false, and then write a default ones. So the default ones I wrote, it's TXT, zip file, and PDF file. So you can write another one here. You can write and you can say like I want AA file, which is I think Adobe Illustrator, or PDF file or MP4 file. And then this is now saved. I need to instant reload in order to this to show up, but this is now saved. And you are actually able to go to the upload file, and then the upload file, you can get it from local state. My variable, it's on the bottom, it's argument file types. Just click over here, no further changes, confirm, and you're good to go. Now you can actually accept different many different types, list of data types, and not like before only one data type. You can actually do this if you want to accept only one data type. You can actually delete all the data types here and just leave one, and you can use the same code and just use one. So for example, TXT, and delete all the others from here, and then you'll be good to go. And the other thing that I wanted to show you, so the third thing that I wanted to show you is something new, very exciting actually, with FlutterFlow. I saw this yesterday, so it's super, I think, brand new. So when I click to add, and I want to add, for example, a new custom action, and the new ID, the Anton ID, they call it the Anton ID of the team member who actually wrote this extension of or a module of FlutterFlow. And then when you have this is the blank action code, so to say. You're not allowed to delete this above, and the below part you can actually delete it because this is only a command, but I recommend you not to delete it. And then what if I want to copy and paste a code coming from some other source. So here I have a code that is actually used for a PDF that is like an invoice PDF, and there is a lot of argument in this invoice PDF. So if I go over here, so I copied the code, and if I go and if I paste this code over here, so watch what will happen if I go to the top of the code, and then I don't change the name, so don't change the name. Just leave the default one, and then copy the name of the action or of the code. In my case, it's a custom action. So copy this, put it over here in an action name. So right now it's struggling. Sometimes it's struggling to, okay, sometimes it's struggling to, right now I cannot write. You can see if I write something, if I want to write something on the top right now, it will write on the bottom. You can see over here. But actually, to prevent this from happening, your workaround will be to create an imaginary at argument. And right now I can write in the argument. We don't need this argument, so just delete it and then copy the PDF invoice full. And now I think I'm able. Okay, I'm still not able, but let me try to add another argument right over here, something, go here. Now I should be able to write, yes, I'm able to write it. So delete this one, and then I should be able, yes, I should be able right now to write it. I think the FlutterFlow will fix this as soon as possible, but for now, this is the fix. And now, when you have the same names right now, so let me just say this one more time. Just go to new, add a new action, for example. Don't change the name. Paste the code that you need to use, and put the same name of the action. In my case, action that I'm going to use. And then when I click save, look at this part over here, define arguments. When I click save, boom, all the defined arguments that are on the left side are now on the right side. And there are a lot, as you can see. I mean, there are a lot. There are more than 15 for sure. And when I go to the right side, you can actually see that all the arguments right now are added. And not only that, if I go to string, so for example, this is a string and this is not a knowable string. If I expand this, you can see that indeed this is a string and this is not a knowable string. The first argument. What about the third one? The third one is a knowable string. So if I go to the third one, you can see that this string is indeed knowable string. What about here? We have a list of cars. So cars, this is a document. So we have a list of documents of cars. And what about this argument, which is cars? Let's go down. There, as I said, there are a lot of arguments. Most of them are strings, but let's see this one. So if I expand this one, it will be cars, like the name over here. It will be document, which is correct. And this will be a list, which is correct. And this will be knowable, which is correct because it's coming from over here. And this will be cars, which is also correct. And that's great. And the final one that is different is the Boolean one. If I go over here, you can see indeed that this is a Boolean and this is knowable. So that's actually great. I actually talked about this with the FlutterFlow team and asked them if they can do something like this, because adding those parameters by hand, it will take you like 30 minutes, I think. But having it like this, it will actually make your life a lot better, and you can do actually things super fast this way. So let me show you. Let me try and show you one more time, because I think this is the most important feature for this video. When I saw this, I was blown away. So actions, this is the new action. Let me paste the whole code again, and go to the top, copy the PDF, copy the name of the action, and then paste it over here. Right now it's pasting it correctly. So sometimes it's working straight and sometimes it's not, but right now it just worked. And then save action, and I'll look on the right side. This is amazing. I mean, it's super amazing, and I'm super happy to share this with you guys. I hope you learned something from this video. I hope you learned how to create your PDFs, and all the code will be available in description. So if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.